Hi friends, my name is Deepthi. Welcome to Learn English with Deepthi. Today we are going to take a look at the usage one of. So let's take a look at these sentences and which of these do you think is correct? So here are the sentences. One of my friend is coming today. One of my friends is coming today. One of my friends are coming today. So here the second sentence is the correct one. One of my friends is coming today. Why is that? Because we are using is after friends. Friends is a plural noun, right? So we would think that we would use are after friends. But we are using is. Why is it okay to use is? So let's take a look at the sentence a bit more carefully to understand what's happening here. So what are we saying here? We are saying one of my friends. One of my friends means I have many friends. I am talking about one of them, right? So one of is always followed by a plural noun because one of means one out of many. One of the birds means there are many birds. I'm talking about one bird out of them, right? So always we follow one of with the plural noun. Now let's look at the verb following it. One of my friends is. Why is it is? Who is the subject here? Are we talking about friends? Is friends the subject here? Who is coming today? Are all of my friends coming today? No, right? Only one of my friends is coming. So who is coming? One friend is coming. So one friend is singular. So that is who we are referring to. That's what the verb is referring to, right? So the verb is referring to a singular person. One friend is coming. One friend out of many friends is coming today. That is why we use is after one of. One of my plural noun, that is friends, is coming today, which is a singular noun. So the correct format of the usage of one of is one of followed by a plural noun, always plural noun, followed by a singular verb. That is the correct usage of one of. This usage is correct almost all the time. There are a few times when we also use a plural noun here. I'll explain it to you later on. Okay, let's look at a few examples. One of the child or children has or have a fever. So which should be we use here? One of the is followed by a plural noun always. So one of the children is the correct one. It should be followed by the singular verb. So one of the children has a fever. One child out of many children has a fever. One of the monkey or monkeys pick or picks up the banana. So one of the is followed by the plural noun, so it's monkeys. One of the monkeys, which one should come here? Pick or picks? It should be followed by the singular verb because we are talking about one monkey, right? So one of the monkeys picks up the banana. Okay, let's look at another one. He is one of the man or men who is or are in charge here. So like the other two examples, he is one of the should be followed by a plural noun which is men. One of the men who singular verb who is in charge here. But in this kind of a sentence, we can also say are. Both are correct in this sentence. I will explain to you why. So we've already discussed why using is correct here. We talk about one of the men, right? So we are referring to one man. That's why we say is, right? But let's look at it in a different way. He is one of the men. What if we look at men who are in charge here as a group? There are a group of men who are in charge here, and he is one of that group of men. Not just men, the group that we are considering is men who are in charge here. So the is or are that we are thinking of using is referring to men who are in charge here. So this does not refer to, so that verb doesn't refer to just one. That is referring to the men who are in charge. Right? So that is why we say are there. So that are is also considered correct. The grammatically correct usage is one of is followed by a plural noun. But when we follow that plural noun with either a that or a who, after that, grammatically, you should be using the plural verb. So here, he is one of the men who are in charge here. That is what is considered grammatically correct according to grammar rules. But this is one of those grammar rules that is old, and most of the native speakers use singular verb in this situation. If you talk to a native speaker, they will almost always use he is one of the men who is in charge here. That is how most people use it. So this is one of those grammar rules that needs to be changed. So both these will be considered correct. Is and are both considered correct when one of is followed by a plural noun and then a that or a who. So please remember that either is correct. Let's look at a few examples of this usage. This is one of the books that has or have influenced me. Both has and have are correct here. She is one of the girls who is or are part of the team. Here also both is and are correct in this sentence. Let's look at one more. He is the only athlete in this team who has or have been to the Olympics. So in this sentence, we cannot use have. Why is that? The only correct answer here is has. This is because we use the only one. So in the previous section we talked about the men who are in charge. So that was a group of more than one person, right? That's implied there. Men who are in charge. But here, even if we look at it as a group, what is the group here? Athletes who have been to the Olympics. There is only one athlete, so we would have to say athlete who has been to the Olympics. That would be the group. But that is a singular noun, right? One of is always followed by a plural noun. So that cannot be taken as a subject. Athletes who have been to the Olympics cannot be taken as a subject because that is not a group. We are talking about athletes, one of the athletes. So here one of is the only one that we can consider as the subject. So we are always talking about one person, the only person. There are many athletes here, but there's only one person who has been to the Olympics. So that is a singular verb that we use there. He is the only one in this team who has been to the Olympics. That is the correct one. Let's look at a few more examples using the only one of. This is the only one of the cars in the showroom that has or have a convertible roof. We have to use the singular verb always when it's followed by the only one of. So it has to be has. Here's another one. She is the only one of the teachers at this school who teach or teaches physics. Again, since we are using the only one, we have to follow that up with a singular verb. So she teaches. She is the only teacher who teaches physics in the school. So I hope this video has helped you understand the correct usage of one of and the only one of. Please like and share the video and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.